Okay, hello everyone, this is Bronzeley Gamer giving you another game but with Liquid's Taeja, but who is going to be the challenger this time? It is Team Mouse Sports' Mana. So hopefully this will be an interesting game and we can see if someone can defeat Taeja in my cast, because at the moment I think Taeja is destroying everyone so far and he has been doing a terrific job in recent times. So we'll see if this is a good game, and I'm expecting this to be a good game because in the Starcraft community it was rated quite highly. So while we wait for something interesting to happen, I might as well give you a bit of information about Mana. Now Mana, I'll get the production tab at the moment. So Mana is from Poland and he is 18 years old and he plays for Team Mouse Sports, and Team Mouse Sports isn't a team that I regularly have heard of. In actual fact, I don't think I have heard of them. And they have, at the moment, I believe it is four people in their team, and I don't really know how well they are particularly doing and what are Mana's achievements. I've got some information up on him at the moment, so I can tell you what his achievements are while we continue to wait for something interesting to happen. So his latest achievement is he went on Team Liquid, he beat Select in the Team Liquid Star League qualifiers or something like that, but that was a few months ago, so he hasn't really done anything particularly interesting as of recently, but he is supposed to be a good player. I do love Protoss games, so any chance that I get to cast Protoss games I will take. But it was actually quite interesting to have a mix-up in my casting schedule and actually put some Zerg games in. So we have still nothing interesting down. We're going to get an expansion going down for Mana, and Taeja is not doing the same. But Taeja does not know at this moment in time where Mana is, and he is going for the corner again, which I guess he does that first because he knows whether or not there's going to be some form of well, we'll see how close the enemy actually is, but it does delay the time at which he can find the enemy, I suppose, if he wants to go into all the corners. But it depends on what he wants to do, I suppose. But he is going in the right direction at the moment, which is good because he's going to find out where Mana is, and he is, more importantly, is going to find out that this Nexus has gone down. There is no Nexus going down for Taeja, and there are 2 barracks being produced, three barracks overall. So this is going to be some initial harass, and Mana is not going to see it coming, I don't think. So this is extremely bad news for Taeja. He cancels the bunker. He removes the bunker because, so he salvages the bunker is the correct terminology, because he doesn't need any more and he would rather have the minerals, and he's going to go in with all these marines. So I think this is going to be a very quick game unless Mana can actually hold it off. He's going to go straight for the Nexus, and is he going to bring down any pro? Is he going to bring down any SCVs to help with the harass? At the moment, no. Mana is going to see all those marines hanging there and he's going to kite them. And we'll see if he actually is going to be successful. Liquid Taeja is going to lose these marines if he's not too careful. One gets picked off. Is another one going to get picked off? Where are those marines? They're coming around the other side, so they were trying to block him in. He could do it. He could do it. Come on, Taeja is going to manage to block it. Is he going to destroy it? So close. And only two stalkers at the moment. 1 stalker, nearly 2, and a Xenon. It's not looking good for Mana. And here Taeja goes in with the damage dealing. And is an SCV going to come on? Taeja just doesn't care. He's just going to go straight for the Nexus. It doesn't matter to him. Once he takes out that Nexus, he is going to be ahead. So this could be it. Well, there's only one sentry at the moment, so he could actually go up there feasibly. Now he's running out of time to actually do that. If he gets out the sentry, it's going to be bad news. Oh, he didn't focus down the sentry, and that Mana was very silly to do that. But all the Marines are going to be getting cleaned up, which is extremely good news for Mana, and he does hold the Nexus. So the natural is going down, has gone down for Taeja, and 2 bunkers going down because he's expecting some kind of aggression, and there are 5 stalkers at the ready. So 3 just gonna have a look, and I don't really know what Mana is doing with them. I guess he's just having a look around to make sure that there aren't any Marines hanging out anywhere, and Taeja is just defending himself for now, just in case. And here we go. I say here we go. Here we wait. Taeja's initial harass just was not good enough. And let's see if Mana can take the game. I mean, he should be ahead in probes, 41 to 35. So that's good going. And a third is going to be taken by Mana. So he is going to be looking pretty damn good very soon. And is there going to be a third command center? Yes, there is a third command center going down for Taeja. So he may want to start taking down the most destructible walls when he feels comfortable. And yeah, this Zealot is he's just hanging out. He's like, I've had enough of working, you know. Like, he's a slacker, and he doesn't even have any kills. These guys are hard veteran to have killed. He's a mentor. He should be mentoring that Zealot and telling him what to do and how to actually behave in this world. But nope, it's not going to happen. The Zealot does nothing. Observer going down to have a look and see what is going on. Missile turret over here just to, I guess, ward off any observers like that, to destroy any observers so they can't actually see the army, or to stop DTs and stuff like that, I suppose, from going through. So factory going to go along, so it looks like there isn't going to be any form of make play, but we kind of already knew that anyway from Taeja, and he's just going to send that factory over just to have a look around. And another observer for Mana. The third has gone down, and yeah, it's looking pretty good for Mana at the moment. His third is going to be down and ready to be saturated as soon as now. So that is very good news for Mana, and he's going to start probe production straight away. Probes get transferred, and we've got a few Marines, but the force is just not big enough. We got what is the shortcut? I really need to learn the shortcut. Army supply. Here we go. So army supplies are relatively even, and is 60 workers for Mana, so that is extremely good news for Mana, and he may be able to pull this out of the bag. But Taeja is an absolute hero. Upgrades being produced doubly by Mana, so this is going to be extremely good news for him. What upgrades have we got for Taeja? He's going for double upgrades as well now, which is good news for him, but it's going to be relatively on par with what Mana has, so we will see if Mana can pull it out of the bag and be the first one in my stream. What the hell is going on here? Why is he taking out that simulator? What the hell just happened? Okay, well, I guess he must have misclicked somehow. He realises now that he took out his own simulator, and well, that must be upsetting for him, because that is going to decrease his intake for gas. So that was very silly for Mana, but never mind. A big drop coming down right now, and will it get spotted? Has he got blink? No, he does not have blink, and it gets chased away. So that is good news for Mana. So things are a bit quiet right now. Things are holding up to be a extremely large macro game, just like macro game, just like the last one. But the window of opportunity for Taeja is almost there, and he is getting excited, I believe. I imagine that his heart is pumping and he is looking forward to the kill. At least I would be, and it gets spotted by the observer. Now, does Taeja actually see that the observer saw him? I don't know what he's thinking at the moment. But Mana is just content to just sit there, and it looks like he's going to be taking the fourth. And Taeja is just slowly rolling in, ready to take out that fourth if it appears. He's going to see that the fourth isn't there. And maybe that's why Mana did not place the fourth at this moment in time. And what is being placed there? Photon cannons to prevent any form of drops. So, no kills there. And yeah, zealot legs being produced, being researched, and there are a lot of zealots, so that is a good idea. And we've got 4 High Templar building up that also useful energy for Silent Storm and feedback, which is always a big plus. So he needs to be getting out those Templar as quick as possible to get those to get those storms. But this is a very good combination. We've got a couple of Colossi which can just take out the ground, and we've got the storms as well. So if the storms do fail, the 2 Colossi should succeed. But I don't know why these High Templar are just roaming around in the middle of nowhere. They could be caught out of position and completely destroyed. And oh dear, this is very bad news. I thought that Taeja was just going to stim and go straight into them, but I guess the Templar can just handle themselves. They don't need any support. They can just do it all by themselves. And a few kills were had, and Mana is now getting the fourth, and the fourth has been taken by Taeja, but who knows what is going to happen next. Well, okay, we'll say who knows what's going to happen next. Something is going to happen next, and it's going to perform some kind of violence, and that is a lot of zealots. And I guess Taeja knows that, so he's going to be looking for a favourable position. And whoa, the EMPs go down for the ghost, but they use up all their energy taking out those Templars. So a lot of the damage that could have been dealt to the main army has been mitigated, but of course the Templar did need to be taken out. And what the hell is happening here? Taeja looking like he's doing some seriously good work. He has pulled up ahead, so this could be Taeja winning again, and is he ever going to be stopped? More units being mass produced, and I don't. Whoa, 3 Colossi, triple Robo. Wow, that is pretty epic. But Mana is running out of time to be able to do this. He's just not got. He's got to hold out a little bit longer, and then the three Colossi will have been produced, which is what he's trying to do. He's trying to buy time right now, but he's stretched himself a little bit too far. The Colossi are ready, but he's just losing his ground army. And well, I suppose he's doing a relatively decent job, but I guess he did do quite a good job about removing that army, and Mana is now back up in the lead in supply, so he could do a good job. A couple of command centers being produced again, like we saw in the last game. And with these 3 Colossi, we could be looking at some serious damage dealing. We've got only 4 Vikings being produced, and that is not enough to take out these Colossi. The Colossi should just mince straight through the army. And when we see it happen, it's looking pretty good, but he's making a little bit of mistakes, and he loses 2 Colossi, and it looks like the game's going to be resetting itself once again. But Medevacs being destroyed, and he decides not to go to take out those Medevacs, as those so valuable Medevacs would be useful to be destroyed right now. Another 3 Colossi being produced, and an army has been created once again for Mana, and he looks like he's going to go in for the kill again. Maybe he's going to go for the expansions. He's going to see that going down. No, he's not. But he may know that it's going to go down soon anyway, and try and hinder the creation of units for Taeja, and that would be great. But this army is starting to look scary again. Mana is giving Taeja the time that he requires, and he's going to try and take out this planetary, but Taeja is now coming in, and it is not looking good for Mana. That was a big mistake, although a lot of units were taken out, I guess. 10 workers killed for that. I just don't know if it was worth it. 5th now being taken down for Mana. And how many colossi have we now? We must have a lot of colossi. 6 colossi ready, so that's pretty good. So what kind of resource collection rate? Whoa, that is not a good resource collection rate for Taeja. This is not looking good for him. Let's see what happens. Whoa, the storms are epic. Fucking hell, that's destroying everything. And then we've got the Colossi just going in to clean up the army. The Vikings have almost all been destroyed, and an Archon merging in the center to absorb a lot of that damage, but it's not looking good for Taeja now. This could be it. He could be destroyed, but another 3 Vikings have been produced, ready to take down those Colossus. But he has just demolished the amount of production, that is the amount of mineral collection rate, I guess, from Taeja. So we will see. It remains to be seen if Mana can do what no one else has done so far in the entire history of my stream. And come on, here we go again. Let's see if he can do it this time. High Templar ready, at the ready. This could be the final battle. Come on, and Liquid Taeja. Yeah, there's a GG from Liquid Taeja. He knew he couldn't handle that, and that was a terrific game. And I hope you enjoyed it. So I'll see you guys in the next game.